and is running several FMCG businesses, right?
Kiri and Te.
Together, is it? Or
No, separate.
Separate.
Two different. Welcome, Shayana, to Talk 20. Thank you for joining us today. Shayana is the head of mobile brands at Dialog Axiata. She's here to talk to us about the marketing world in Sri Lanka.
Yeah, Sanka, thanks for having me. Thanks, Sanjit. So I'm excited to kind of talk to you about whatever you want to know about marketing.
That's great.
So Shayana, you have basically been involved in big brands such as Coca-Cola, Fonterra, and you've also lived in Singapore. So branding and marketing, they're not anything new to you. I think it's part and parcel of life for you at this point in time. So tell us about your journey to Dialog and where it has taken you thus far.
My journey to Dialog, so I've always been in kind of the FMCG industry. I started off at Coke, where I was more into trade marketing, and trade marketing is how you market to retailers to buy your product. Sri Lanka is a more general trade-based country. People don't buy from supermarkets as much as like the developed markets. So trade marketing was a great exposure. I was that girl who went to on market visits in the lorry, where everyone else would go in a separate car or in front of the lorry. I was that one girl who went in the back of the lorry, taking Coke bottles and putting it on the shelves, talking to the mudalalis, really understanding the customer. And what I understood, because when I wanted to come into marketing, it wasn't like a passion I had from day one. I came through a process of elimination. So my mom's into finance, my dad's into marketing / business. So it was like I didn't want to do finance as a person. So through a process of elimination, I ended up in marketing, leaning more towards my dad. And what I kind of found out was with Coke, there is a lot of science behind it, and a lot of science that we got from a lot of global markets that I really didn't think was there, because it all looks simple from outside. Then I joined Fonterra, that was more kind of brand building. Then I moved to Singapore to the Fonterra Global Marketing Office and really understood global brand management there and how to build big brands across the Asia Pacific, South Asia to Brazil and that part of the world. So what really excited me about marketing is that strategic view of the entire business. So you think marketing is making like a nice ad or something, but there is so much of science behind it. You look at it from a business point of view, so that really excited me. Being in the FMCG industry for more than 10 or close to 15 years, now moved to the service industry in telecommunications, which is super fast paced. And it's a different kind of marketing. So yeah, that's how I kind of ended up at Dialog. And yeah, really looking at new things and AI and how to drive marketing now, because when I started off my career, we had the TV ad and radio ad and a few things.
So Shayana, your husband started and is running several FMCG businesses, right?
Kiri and Te.
Together, is it? Or
No, separate.
Separate.
Two different brands. Can you explain to us the difference between running a marketing operation for, say, small business like your husband's, as opposed to the big brands that you work with in your career?
So when it comes to big brands, there is a lot of choice. There's a lot of options, big budgets, where you kind of decide to do big things. But when you talk about a smaller business, every piece of content matters. Like every billboard or every influencer video or every advertisement matters. So you really kind of look at individual pieces and you really try to make most of whatever you've got. So yeah, that's how I see the kind of difference.
Basically, you mean like you need to make more, every rupee go further
Exactly.
because your budgets are limited
Yes,
ultimately, right?
exactly.
And you'd also have to reach out in a specific way and understand your customer or client as well, isn't it?
Yes.
As opposed to just dumping in cash like Sanka just mentioned.
Yeah, I mean, even in big businesses, you would do a lot of analysis to understand. But here, everything counts, and you have to pick and choose what you can do, what you can't do, and that one piece of content that you make, how you can take it across so many different places. So yeah, that's how it's kind of different.
So Shayana, what is the biggest pitfall that SMEs face when developing brands and also marketing those brands?
Yeah, so adding to what you said previously also, so you don't think of marketing as having all kinds of science behind it, like behavioral science and consumer science. For example, you might drink a Coca-Cola, but why would you pick a Coke? Like, there is so much of conditioning done over time to build that really good brand that you'll be proud to go anywhere in any setting and drink a Coke.
Yeah, Coke is awesome also.
Yeah.
And that's what they want you to think. I mean, they spend a lot of money, as you said, and to inculcate that image and that ideology.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's a lot that goes behind it. It's not like you can just put an ad and expect everyone to kind of believe, oh, this product is like this. There's a lot of science that goes behind it. So sometimes when it comes to SME, and there might not be a big marketing team, or like the owner or one or two people might try to do like different things. They might not think it through in terms of what does the customer want. And with all the different brands out there, because now there are so many brands in every category. So how can you really stand out? Because if you're not building your own story, you will not stand out and people will not remember. Whereas even a small brand with a really strong story, with something to say, people will remember that and people will relate to that. I think a lot of people kind of don't really think about it that way. They just say, okay, this is our product, this is what we have. But coming to the example about Coke, do you even know what's in Coke? Like, what does it actually stand for as a product versus as a brand, what does it stand out for? So I think that's what you really need to think of, because you have a limited budget, you're doing limited things, so you have to really make it stand out. Some people I see doing, this post and that post and just putting some words, because now a lot of the social media is free, so you can just keep making posts. But the way the algorithm works also, the organic reach is only about 2%. So you have to really put money behind boosting. So when you're putting money, you better make sure that your content works. If not, why waste that money you have?
Exactly.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So, why is it important to have a good marketing strategy for an SME? Is what you basically answered also now. If you can tell us, what would be your advice for a small SME to get that strategy right? What would be your primary advice? Okay, so you need to get this done properly. Should you go to a professional who does this, or should you look at trying to develop it yourself, educating yourself with like YouTube videos and things like that?
You don't have to go to a professional, but it definitely helps. What I've learned about marketing is, because it seems so simple, right? We all have Facebook accounts and we all post pictures of ourselves. So it's not anyone can do that nowadays. But when you actually, look at some of the content that people just put out there, they have their lens of thinking, and that's not from a customer point of view or the story you want to tell a customer. You just, anyone can type a message or an SMS or a WhatsApp or do some kind of marketing content. But when you actually look at how a marketer does it, from the benefit a customer gets, the story you want to say, how that product meets that story, there's a lot of thinking that goes behind every single word or color, which especially the SME you need to really think about. So I would say at least get some help from professionals, because a lot of SMEs might think, oh, we know it, it's just marketing, let's just put something out there. But there are so many brands out there, and so many have not got marketing right, and because of that fact, so many have failed. So
even though they might have a good product, because of the noise.
exactly. So do your due diligence. Don't just think, okay, this is marketing, we can just do something and put money behind it. It really does not work that way.
And you also have to add some value, isn't it, to your product?
Yes.
And connect it to something.
Yeah. So that's what I meant by story. Like, what does your product have? What's that unique thing you're offering versus others? And what does that mean to the customer? You have to think about that.
So last question, Shayana. What's next for the telco industry? Getting back to it.
We're getting to a very interesting question.
Yes.
So in the telco industry, and
Especially in marketing.
yeah, from a marketing point of view, telco industry and like many other industries, it's AI is really taking over, where marketers have a lot of support in creating content. People are obviously using a lot of AI now, and as an industry, I think Dialog was the first to kind of grab some of those opportunities, because the culture in Dialog is where you embrace new technology. So we've done a lot of different things with AI, and they have been quite successful, and we use AI like every day. But it's not that you can blindly use AI as well. You do commercials using AI versus shooting it yourself, but sometimes AI still can't capture the emotions of a real actor, and that does have an impact. So you have to see how to slowly embrace it but really make an impact, versus just dumping content, because now more than ever it's so easy for anyone to make a piece of content. So you have to really strike the balance, but AI is really making a lot of strides, and especially in telco personalization, what should I communicate to you versus Sanka really counts, because two different customers, two different behaviors. So personalization and AI are the two big things that we are working
So
on now.
basically personalizing my adverts to me about your brands and your offering.
Yes.
Oh, that's very interesting. Yeah, I think. Shayana, so AI and marketing seems to be like an interesting topic. There's enough and more AI videos and AI clients which can develop all of this for you, right? Like whether it's a video or whether it's a tagline or whatever it is, you just ask it and it gives it to you. I understand there's a lot of prompt engineering to be done behind that, but how do you think this will change our attention, right? When it comes to, so everybody's fighting for our attention. So when it comes to AI, what I personally do is, when I see something which I can usually recognize as AI, I'll always scroll along.
Exactly, yeah.
Right? So in that context, how do you think marketers or an entrepreneur can use these tools to get their message and story across?
I mean, there are a lot of tools now, and it really does help marketing, because like I was saying, when I started marketing, you did a TV ad and you had a few things to do for one campaign, a few mediums. Now, even if you look at just the online space, there is multiple social media platforms, so many other ways that you can market to a customer. So you have to create separate pieces of content for TikTok versus Facebook versus banner ads, just in the online space itself. So you have to be so fast and you have to create so much of content, but content that really matters. So when it comes to AI also, without just saying create this for me or that for me, you have to really learn prompt engineering. So we do a lot of training for our new marketers on prompt engineering, how to write the right prompts. If not, you'll just get lost. And this will be something really big in the future as well, to really learn prompt engineering, because you need to know what you want out of AI. So there is one campaign that we launched recently to get the image of the model we want. We worked on it for 2 weeks, through AI. So that's a lot, but we really wanted it to be perfect, not just any model or any look and feel. So you still have to put in that work, and you still have to know your customer. You have to know your story. You can't just do garbage in, garbage out, because you'll get some product, but are people just gonna swipe? Because at least back in the day, you're forced to watch a TV ad.
Yes.
But now, online you just swipe, or while you watch TV, you're on your phone. So it's getting harder to grab attention and push your message across. So you have to kind of create good pieces of content, get people to talk about it, build communities. So while there are so much of AI tools to support marketers, you have to also be double smart to get something better out there.
Yeah, because we have goldfish memory as well, as you said,
Yes.
and you have TikTok and those things. The real time frame is about 30 seconds. So within that frame, you either see something or you swipe and move on.
Yeah.
So
And you have to you have to stand out for people to watch.
correct.
And that's a real challenge.
That's the toughest thing.
Alright, thank you, Shayana, for joining us at Talk 20.
Thank you so much, Shayana.
Thank you so much for having me.
Alright, so maybe we'll speak to you soon and see how things go. Thank you.
Thank you.